All right, so now let's go into finding your front end product or your bait that you're going to use to attract the people inside of the new puddle that you've created or micro niche in order to start building your membership business. So what I'm going to do on this worksheet, before actually go above this video, there's a button. Make sure you click and download this worksheet so you can do it with me live. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my other worksheet where I filled out my new puddle or niche idea. I'm going to copy it over here. Oh, I didn't do that correctly. Let's see. Not letting me copy it. Okay, so anyway, I don't know why it's not letting me copy it, but I help people that are over 60 years old in California break 80, right? So I'm going to fill that in. I help people that are over 60 years old in California break 80. Okay, so that is my puddle micro niche, okay? So now what I need to do is figure out what that person, so that 60-year-old that lives in California that wants to break 80, in this left box over here, what are their greatest desires and pain points, right? And this is going to help me in order to create a list of all of the potential front-end products or bait that I can use to attract them into my membership business. So based on personal experience, there's a couple ways we can go about doing this. If you have personal experience, one thing is that I know for a fact they want to hit it further, right? So that's their greatest desire. The pain point on that is they hate feeling like they are the shortest hitter in their group, right? So they're embarrassed, okay? So those are one desire and one pain point of that desire. I know for a fact one other one is a desire is to break 80, right? Obviously, that's the goal of our puddle, is to break 80. The pain point of not breaking 80 is feeling like nobody wants to invite them to play. Or it could be people make side comments about the way they play, right? So the embarrassment. Probably spelled that wrong. So that's one thing. What else? What are some great desires from them? They want to putt better, or really stop 3 and 4 putting. Okay. What else? So you're going to go through, and one other way is if you don't have personal experience in knowing the desires and pain points, a great place to start is on Amazon, right? Amazon.com. So for example, how to break 80, right? Because that's my micro niche. So here's a little book on breaking 80 that has 583 reviews. So what I would do in this case, I would click into that, and I'd go to the ratings, and I like to start with 3-star reviews and come here and read a little bit about it, right? Enjoyed the book, found it to be repetitive. It helps me rethink approach to scoring better. Let's see, good piece of advice. Really needs to read the summary, conclusions, and practice plans. A lot of common sense. So I just come in here and just start reading through a lot of the reviews to see if I can find any pain points or desires of these people that are reading this book on how to break 80, right? Now, granted, these reviewers aren't all over 60, but the thing that they have in common is they're trying to break 80. So I can still pull a lot of good information from this. And then after I look at the 3-star reviews, I come to the 4-star reviews. I'd come read through those, and I'd come to the 5-star reviews and read through those. Here we go. I'm an over 70 golfer who regularly breaks 80. I've read and reread this book many times. Information in the book helps me to hone in my golf game to improve my scoring. The book teaches strategies of navigating each hole. It also helps the best ways to practice and what to concentrate on each round. Okay, so here's a bunch. So strategies of navigating holes. Okay, so now I'd come back here. Strategies for playing golf holes. Okay, and I'll show you why we're doing all this in a minute, right? Another thing you said, the best ways to practice. That's a great desire. Okay, and then concentrate on each round. So where to concentrate. So this box isn't just specifically for greatest desires and pain points, but some feedback on other products out there that are already kind of in your niche. It's just to get you a better understanding of what your micro niche or puddle of people is looking for, right? And the reason we want to come up with the best list possible in this box, and if you have to pull out a different document and write even more, is all of these things can turn into a great front-end product. Now, if you're doing a physical product, there might not be as many, but you can still go look at BarkBox, right? So for example, if we're doing a dog box or physical product, dog subscription box, right? So let's say we click into this BarkBox. Let's go look at some ratings. Let's start with a 3-star. And the reason I like to start with a 3-star is a lot of times they're willing to share more information about why they don't and do like the product. A lot of 5-star reviews are just a quick 5-star review. The treats are so small, and this is a box for large dogs. Okay, so that's a pain point, right, of a competitor, right? So that's what we're doing here is we're looking at competitors too. So that's a pain point. The treats are too small for a large dog. Okay, that's interesting. Toys need to be Kong brand level for large dogs. So the toys weren't good enough quality for large dogs. So then you'd kind of write that in there. Toys not good enough quality for large dogs. But in our case, we were looking at possibly going into smaller dogs, so that might not be very good feedback for me. But the treats are so small. Okay, the toys are wonderful. German Shepherd, so another big dog. Let's see. I've received the exact same toys. I'm not going to keep paying for the exact same stuff. So then I'd come here and say, don't want to pay for the exact same stuff. That's a pain point. You guys starting to see how this information, we're just trying to get a good idea of what our ideal customer or the micro niche we've selected, what their pain points are, what desires they have based off of reviews of other products that are in your similar micro niche, okay? So then what I'm going to do, once I have good enough information over here, I'm going to start over here and start finding potential front-end products. And we have this box down here on the left because it gives you a good idea of what type of product you're going to want to look for as your front-end product. So if it's a physical product, look for something that's typically easy to ship, right? You don't want crazy high shipping because if you are competing with products on Amazon, they have free shipping. You want to make sure you don't have to charge your customer $10 for shipping, or you eat that cost and it just kills your margins, right? So something that's easy to ship, lightweight, really high perceived value is important, and the lower cost of manufacturing. Like pieces of jewelry are great, right? Because they're really small, they have a high perceived value, and you can get them from pretty cheap overseas. And then if it's a digital product, most important thing is high perceived value. Does it fix a specific problem, right? And so the reason we went through this research here in this box right here is these are problems that people that are trying to break 80 are having. So if we can create a front-end product that solves one of these problems, it's going to be able to throw that bait out there to our puddle and bring those fish in so we can start serving them and helping them reach their goal of breaking 80. So for example, potential front-end products I would do here would be best ways to practice, right? To break 80, okay? There would be one. How to play golf holes better to break 80, right? So I'm just coming in here and I'm just going to write, people make side comments, how to hit it further if you're over 60, right? I'm just starting to just brainstorm potential front-end product ideas that I could put out to the marketplace in order to start bringing people into my business. So what you're going to do is you're going to spend some time, go and do as much research as you possibly can on competitors' products, reviews, what's already out there, what people are saying about it. You can check forums. Just do what you need to do to go in and really understand the pain points, the desires, things they like, don't like about other products, and write all that here in this box. And then you're going to come over here and just brainstorm all different types of ideas that you could build out from a product standpoint, or that you could purchase as a product standpoint. In the next video, we're going to go over, if you're doing physical products, where do you get physical products? And we'll show you kind of how to do that. And then in the next video, we're going to go through and show you how to start putting your product itself in, turning it into an offer. Now, no one's going to buy anything unless you have an actual offer. So we're going to go through a couple exercises for you to be able to start putting these potential products into actual offers that make them exciting and intriguing for people to want to come and bite your bait and come into your funnel and hopefully join your membership. So go on to the next video after you finish doing all this research and try to fill up at least this list of front-end potential products. We'll see you in the next video once you're done.